stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35.
The pass.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Washington 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
No gain on the play.
They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw again is Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
So pick up at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down, Washington.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Trying to run this one in. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Down just shy of the goal line. No gain on the play. It's now 4th and goal.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 22. A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 12-yard line.
Back to throw here. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
13-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Third and long, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And Washington has taken the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes this Washington 10, Seahawks 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack on first down, Wilson going. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. 39 yards there, a big one.
First and 10 at the 15.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Check. Gun. 21, check my 21. I smell fear in that offense. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. All day.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. 3 bucks.
Wilson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out, try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And that makes it 14-10.
Good. Makes the score Seahawks 14, Washington 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
It's second and 8.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Jalen Ramsey brought him down. A gain of 4. It's now
from the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 7 yards there and a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
He's across
a gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year.
And Washington has retaken the lead.
Makes this Washington.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on second down, Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On third down, Wilson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 12. And the Washington first down.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They'll run it here with Logan. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
14.
On second down, it's Larson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense as the scouting report?
Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10. At their own.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Wilson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
At the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you.
It's a foot race past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Big yardage that time for Washington. And even 80 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll try to run this one in. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And certainly starting to appear that they might finally be about to suffer that first loss of the season. What a heck of a run through 3 months, though, but they trail big here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.